everyone, my name is Alex. Welcome to my channel, The Endless Shelf. Today I'm going to be bringing you another installment of Top 5 Wednesday, a weekly installment that is brought to us by Lainey over at Ginger Reads Lainey. As always, I will leave the link to her channel and the Goodreads group in the description box down below. This week's topic is disappointing eye candy. Books that look beautiful but were actually awful. Let's be honest, people. As a reader, the book cover is what's going to be most appetizing to us. For me personally, if I see a beautiful cover, that's going to be the deciding factor for me whether I pick up that book and look at the synopsis. A beautiful cover, a great title, and a wonderful synopsis makes for a fantastic book. But sometimes that doesn't always happen. This eye candy syndrome is something that has happened to me with quite a number of books in the past year that I have picked up. As a disclaimer to those of you watching, I'm just letting you know that I might mention your favorite book. If that happens, I'm sorry. It's just my personal opinion and it's something that I am sticking to. I hope that you can appreciate my difference in opinion just as I appreciate all of yours. So now that you have that disclaimer, let's get right to it. Coming in at number 5 on this list is Unearthly by Cynthia Han. This cover is quite beautiful. It's purple, kind of mysterious, has a font that has almost an ethereal-like quality with a feather in it, so it alludes to the angel aspect of the book. It had all the right elements to pull me into it. Sadly though, when I was finished with this book, I was not happy. I checked back on Goodreads and I gave the book a 2.75 star rating. I don't tend to give out that many 2-star ratings, but this one just warranted it. Things really started to pick up with the plot towards the end, and sometimes that'll really change my rating of a book, but for this one it just didn't really do it for me, and I was just kind of left questioning why I even picked the book up. Coming in at number 4 is A Darker Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab. I had seen a lot of people on Goodreads talking about this author, Victoria Schwab, or as her other pen name is, V.E. Schwab, and I happened to notice this one. It has a really simple cover, two main colors which are black and red, which play into the story. What I really thought was interesting was that the cover has 2 circles with what looks like map etchings in them. So it alludes to the fact that in this story, the main character travels between different worlds that he classifies by color, and they all happen to be different versions of the famous city that we know as London. I thought that the worlds were fantastic and really fleshed out, but other than that, the story just didn't do it for me. I wasn't at all intrigued by the magic that was happening, and I really just lost interest in the characters. I had to push myself to get through this book. I am the kind of person that doesn't like to DNF books. Once I'm reading a book, I'm committed to it and feel that I need to finish it. I just had such a struggle getting through this book. It ended up putting me in a reading slump. Needless to say, I was disappointed. Coming in at number 3 is A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. This was the second Sarah J. Maas book that I had picked up last year. I just don't know if her writing is for me. I can't really connect with her characters, especially in this book. I was really annoyed with the main character of Feyre. Everything she did was just questionable to me. This book seems like it has the whole package. I mean, it has a beautiful cover, a great title. It's a retelling, which I love. Also mixes that retelling with fairy lore. I mean, you can't get better than that. It has all the right ingredients, but it just was not good. Just a no. I highly doubt that I am going to be picking up the next book. Really, all of my problems with this story is better said by Sophia from The Book Basement. She recently did a video review of this book, and I will leave the link to that video in the description box. If you are like me and didn't like this book, you should definitely watch it because she does a great job at ranting about all of the problems. Coming in at number 2 is Illuminating by Jay Kristoff and Amy Kaufman. This book is beautiful. It's really awesome how it's see-through and you can see the hardback underneath. It really does a good job of setting you up for the format that's within the book, which is also really awesome, but I just was so disappointed. People are constantly going on and on and on and on about this book, and I was so excited because I could tell that so many people were loving it. They said it was original and just a complete whirlwind. It definitely gets an A+ in format and plot. I thought the plot was really fantastic. It's definitely a nail biter and makes you fly through the story. This is the book that finally made me realize that I read for characters, not for plot. Yes, it's taken me 20+ reading years to figure that out, but this is the book that got me there because I was not at all invested in the characters. I didn't connect with them. I was honestly confused most of the time. With this story, you hit the ground running and you don't really have much of a foundation to go off of. I really wanted more answers. Because there was no foundation, I didn't find the romance believable. I'm so sorry to all the people that might hate me for putting this book on this list, but I was just overall disappointed. Coming in at number 1 is Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard. This book. I had this book on my TBR list for quite a while. I shelved it months in advance. I think I had seen the cover reveal for it on Epic Reads, and it's gorgeous. It's simple but intriguing. The iridescent light blue cover with the crown dripping in blood, and the title is really awesome. And the cover for Glass Sword is so amazing, but there was so much hype around this book. The synopsis sounds awesome, that there are people that are divided based on their blood type. Silver Bloods who have magical powers and the Red Bloods who are basically the peasants. And then a girl who is a Red Blood comes to find that she actually has magical powers herself. So that makes for a good dystopian fantasy, but no. The main character, Mare, I just was really annoyed by her most of the time. I wanted more of a believable romance. It was total insta-love, and I wanted to root for that character and wanted that love to happen, but I just wanted more. I also know that you shouldn't compare books, but I just found too many similarities to other dystopian books out there. I asked too many questions about the world and didn't get enough answers. And I mean, that's fine because it's the first book in a series, and I'm hoping that you would get more of the backstory in the following novels, but coupled with everything else, I just... I can't even get my thoughts out. Also, the plot twist that everybody talks about, I figured that out before it happened, and I chalked that up to my Scorpio mind, but still. So as you can see, as I'm ranting about this book, it was the most disappointing eye candy that I've experienced yet. So that's it for this Top 5 Wednesday. I hope you all enjoyed this video and aren't too hurt if any of your favorite books are on this list. Let me know in the comments below if you share any of the same opinions as I do. If you don't and this is your favorite book, please tell me why. I'd love to see the difference of opinions. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more, please subscribe for more videos. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!